morning. You get glasses lists and my shirt is inside out, Gabby, because it's Monday. Hi, it's Monday. I have decided, probably against all better judgment, I am like working while I'm doing this, so heads up. I have been watching Jess's, sorry, that's Odin, Jess of Jashi Curran on YouTube, her 12 weeks to change your life like thing that she's doing, and she did a weekly vlog for the first 12 weeks, and then she decided she was going to do a second 12 weeks, and I wanted to partake. So my plan, my goal, putting this into the universe, is to do 8 weeks of vlogging, because I am doing Vlogmas this year, so I will not be doing a weekly vlog on top of daily vlogs. No, you can't make me. I have made 6 goals for 3 months that I would like to accomplish. Some are very like tactile, some are more not Hobbit based, habit based. We'll probably go over that a little bit later. I filmed a little bit this morning. This might be a voiceover for that, because me talking to you right now is probably not that exciting, since I'm also trying to print out labels for yarn to be labeled today. I don't even think because mom is coming over in hopefully the next 10 minutes. Usually she's here by 9:30 to prep yarn for the week to be dyed and to label the yarn that has been dyed. So yeah, I might not be showing you a ton of that just because we do have advent dyeing getting mixed into this and I don't want to accidentally spoil anything. I've already like triple checked this scene right here to make sure I took everything out. There we go. So I'm gonna continue working probably once mom leaves. I usually take, like, depending on the workday, I'll take my full lunch break and then we can sit down and chit chat about that. But I'm gonna go turn my shirt right side out and get another cup of coffee because I only had half one on my walk this morning. So while I'm scanning of yarn, I thought I would talk about my actual goals that I've typed out and gone over for this whole 12 weeks to change your life situation. They have kind of grown / are transforming as I'm recording this. I'm also so sorry if you can hear Audrey in the background. She's having a moment, per usual. So I want to work on routines and rituals, and that to kind of majority of this is to help me figure out how to keep my life in balance while also still working and working for myself. So top one is working on a morning routine, getting up around the same time between like 6:30 and 7 o'clock, or I think I've adjusted that to just getting up with my alarm. And then everything I need to do, rinsing my face off and moisturizing, letting the dogs out, while the dogs are out making coffee, while the coffee's being brewed, get dressed to go on a walk, bring the dogs back in, take Odin for a walk, take Iron for a walk if he wants one, coffee and a calm 20-minute dog walk, and then I have to feed the dogs. After the dogs are done being fed, my goal is to shower if I need to shower. If I don't walk, I'm probably not going to shower. And then let the dogs back out for post-breakfast potties and playtimes, and then try and figure out like a breakfast snack situation. I'm not really hungry in the morning, but I am finding that I'm getting really hungry at like 11:30, so just making a snack to keep me going until lunch, and then sitting down and writing my to-do list and doing my morning pages, because my other goal is to do The Artist's Way. It is a book by Julia Cameron. It's like a 12-week program to kind of like get into your creativity, and it's geared toward creatives or artists, or like if you love being creative but you're not in an art field. It's literally whatever you want it to be kind of thing. I've done 6 weeks of it before and I never finished it, so I do want to go back and read through it. You have homework that you have to do, answer some questions. You're supposed to do daily morning pages. I'm not doing the full 3 morning pages just because our morning is a little bit crazy with the 3 dogs right now. And you're also supposed to go on an artist date once a week. I don't do this to the T because you're supposed to do this alone, But a lot of the artist date stuff I want to do, Jake is also very interested in, so I do include him on this, but she can't tell me what to do. That is the 12 weeks, and I do have some artist date ideas lined up. We've already done one of them, but she does get a little preachy and Jesus-y, so I found some like non-religious, more spiritual, like the Artist Creed or whatever it is to print out, and it just sort of replaces the word God with whatever you want. I've been saying Florence from Florence and the Machine. And I did buy the book, so I could go through and white out and write Florence, and I might do that one day. Those are like the top two. Third goal, make 6 YouTube videos. I have fallen off the YouTube bandwagon, and I do really like making them. So I've just been struggling with ideas because I haven't been knitting as much, or the knitting I have been doing, I haven't been able to show you at all. So I've come up with 6 YouTube video ideas, and I really just need to schedule in the time to sit down and record them and edit them, and they're all kind of stuff I would have done anyway. So I don't think it's cheating, but I've actually gone out and like outlined each video, which is super helpful. So now I just need to make sure I go in and schedule when to do these things. And that's my goal, is to do 2 videos a month. You're going to get a little bit more. You're going to get 1 a week with this thing, and then we're doing Vlogmas. So you're getting a lot of videos. You're going to get a lot of videos. Goal number 4 is to finish 2 house projects that I can do by myself. We have a house list that Jake and I put together every year, and some of it's really big stuff, some of it's really small stuff. Like, big stuff being getting Camille into the house and set up. Not running, just set up, which was a like a 3-day process, a multi-day process. And then there's other small things like painting the doors, painting the trim. So I have made a list of some house projects that I would really like to try and get done. Things I could do on my own, like cleaning out sanding Camille, finish dry locking the basement, painting the office trim in my office, painting the living room trim in the living room, that kind of thing. Yes, I mean, there are some bigger house projects that we would like to get done by the end of the year, like redoing our closet. Our closet is not well put together. I don't know how they used it before we moved in. Like, it's just so dumb. And it also has a dresser in it right now, so it's going to be a 2-man job to design it, figure out if we're going to build it or if we're just going to like IKEA buy it, and then going and getting everything and then building it and painting everything and moving the dresser. So that's like a 2-man project. So I don't want to put that on my list because I don't know what Jake's schedule is going to be for the next couple of months. I know it's going to be crazy. This is just for me. I'm not trying to change his life. I did that when he met me. 5th is to downsize my stash. I have not been able to put yarn away in like 3 festivals. And I'm pretty much only buying yarn at festivals, so I do want to downsize my stash. And I have knit 3 projects, so I want to be able to at least cast on 3 projects in stash yarn. Let me just go see what Audrey is up to, because she's really crying. So downsizing my stash is something that I really want to do. I have, for the first time, gotten sample knitters, and I need to utilize them more. I really want to use my stash. I bought it because I love it, and I had ideas for a lot of it, so I would like to cast on 3 projects, possibly put together a D-stash, and maybe find like a really good stash busting project. I know the D-stash is going to take a couple days to go through the stash, pick everything, photograph it, list it somewhere. I've been putting it on Instagram, but I'm starting to think maybe there's a better way to do it. Like, I've seen some shops put D-stash up like in a separate section on their online store, so maybe that's an option. I don't know. I have to look into it, but just something, because if I'm not going to use the yarn, I would rather have it go to a home that's going to use it. I bought it to be loved, and I do love it. And some skeins I'm going to keep as souvenir skeins because that's just part of the thing. But it's causing me anxiety. And a little bit off of that, I would like to tweak my craft room. I'm not spending as much time in it as I would like after all the effort I put through to make it very cute. I sew in it, but I don't hang out and knit up there. So I would like to just tweak a couple things. So I do want to go and spend time up there and knit up there and spin up there and enjoy it thoroughly. I don't know. My last goal is to work on meal planning and ingredient prepping. We are notoriously bad at planning our meals, prepping our meals. We are the stereotypical go to Costco, get all these ideas, get home, realize I don't want to do any of it, and then get carry out for like the next 3 nights. So I would like to be better about making a plan and only a couple meals. Like I only need to cook 3 meals between like dinners and lunches and stuff, because I do cook in very large batches. So picking like 3 dinners and a lunch will leave us set up for everything. And then spending 1 night a week prepping the ingredients, not the meals, because I'm also not a huge fan of leftovers. I can only eat leftovers like 2 days tops. So if I prep the ingredients, then honestly, like the labor is done 1 night. So I would like to get into the habit of doing that, and then also just kind of making a library of easy go-to meals that I can pull from. It used to be on Pinterest, but I took Pinterest off my phone, so I think I just need to like create a library where I can pull them from. And then that would also lead us to using the food that we've grown this summer, using the food in the freezer, and then keeping an eye on the monthly budget, because food is getting extremely expensive, and it's something I would like to keep better track of and instead of just going into full anxiety, oh my god, we're gonna be in the poorhouse if we buy these cookies, then just like, hey, like, we're within our usual budget range, we're okay, kind of thing. It's just like a peace of mind for me, especially the way our budget is set up. So those are my main goals. I essentially just want to use this time. I even did like a little blurb and like wrote down a little essay. I'm so excited. I want to create routines and rituals that allow me to comfortably get everything done I need to get done in the morning to feel put together and feel prepared for work. And then also after work, be able to have the like routines and rituals in place so I can enjoy the things I love to enjoy, like reading and crafting and playing video games. And I feel like, especially when I get really busy, like right now, I am just struggling to survive as a human. So I want to use this time to try and fix that. And that's my ramble. Those are my goals. I'm sure I talk about them a billion other times throughout this video. So let's just get back to whatever past Gabby was saying. It is almost 1 o'clock. We just had lunch, and I think I finished most of my computer work. I now have to wash yarn and dye 1 round. I don't usually dye on Mondays, but Indian Tangled waits for no woman, so I gotta do that. I would really love to just go to bed. My head hurts, my joints hurt. I got my COVID and flu vaccine yesterday, so I know that's what it is, but I really just want to go to bed. So yeah, we're gonna do super easy. 1 color for the Indian Tangled Heritage Wool Collective, and I didn't add a layer to Ponkin, so I have like a radioactive, it's not gonna focus on me, there it is. Yeah, like a radioactive Ponkin going on, so I am going to remedy that, so that should be easy. It is non-superwash for the Heritage Wool, so that might take a little bit, but tonals are a little less labor intensive than speckles, obviously, so not washing yarn, however, is very labor intensive. Not looking forward to that, but I need dye pots Mom to be able to label things next week, so I need to do a studio clean as well. Or maybe I'll prep the yarn, take a nap, and then dye it. I might do that. Sorry, I thought there was like a tarantula on the wall. It's just a knot in the wood. We're okay. I don't know how good the audio on this is because I have headphones on, and I will be listening to a YouTube video. Also, Audrey's yelling nonstop. Look at all the onions I grew. I am an onion connoisseur. I might not even need this big yellow onion. So Mondays, I don't usually dye yarn, but it's just computer work days. So I figure Mondays can be my ingredient prepping. You also can't have an onion. You're a cat. I really want to make Cuban black beans. We were in Miami for like 5 hours last week, and we got some really good Cuban food, as one does in Miami. Well, at least in the airport. So now I just kind of want to make black beans and then like maybe some sausage and potatoes and rice, and just have that in one of the meals. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna chop up some onions and garlic. I have to check the peppers in the fridge because I have some pimento peppers and some red hot cherry peppers that have just been sitting. I don't know if they're good still. They are from the garden. I also was told about potato onions, where they're like potatoes but onions. So you plant one and then like 5 grow. Don't climb. Don't try pizza lettuce on in. Got it? Okay. Onions and garlic has been prepped. Peppers have been prepped. Potatoes are soaking. And then I made a dill sauce and chopped up some romaine for zucchini pita pockets, because Costco have pita pockets. So now I just have to clean up and okay, work is over. I finished the meal ingredient prepping. I haven't cleaned up yet, but I did set a timer to go get up, and I just had a snack plate for dinner. And now I'm going to work on, one of my goals is to go through The Artist's Way. So I'm going to read chapter 1. And then do some knitting. So yeah, this is my Monday routine now. I'm not going to do the 3 pages of daily pages just because I'm still working on the morning routine. But my goal is to do either half a Hobonichi cousin page or maybe 1 or 2 pages in like the journal that I've set aside for daily pages. We're still just trying to figure out the morning routine with the 3 dogs. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then maybe knit a little bit. And this is probably it for the night, even though it's only like 6:30. But I am lay tired. And tomorrow's a double dye day, so I might call it an early night. So yeah, if this is the last you see of me, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, the dog portion of the morning rituals are almost done. We're just waiting for somebody to go potty. Hi, thank you, thank you. This is Odin. Say hi, Odin. He's half Cardigan, half Pembroke. He's 7 years old. We adopted him. I don't know what to call it. Our friends had him, and they got relocated to the UK. So he doesn't do very well with moving, and he's been all over the world. So we are trying to see if he will fit in our house. Him and Iron have had many disagreements, but knock on wood, we've had a pretty good week, and we do have a trainer coming in on Friday again to work with us. Where you going, Bug? You're supposed to be pooping. You're supposed to be pooping. So now the human part of the morning ritual can start, which is showering, making a little breakfast snack, having an actual full cup of coffee, and then doing like my journaling and to-do list. So okay, hopefully you can't, no. Hopefully you were to see it's not too loud. She is literally vacuuming right above us, and it's not too echoey. So Tuesday is my highest energy day. So this is always my double dye day. I do 2 rounds. I can dye 20 skeins at a time. Yeah, so I have the yarn, the first round of yarn in for its pre-soak, and then I'll put it in like its actual soak while I set up all of the pots and the dyes and stuff, and then I'll repeat. So the second batch of yarn is ready to go. Yeah, I can't show you the color yet, so it's gonna be pretty secretive. It sounds like you were to see got something. So I'm not gonna show you a ton of today, but I do have I have finished dyeing the tweeds for Indian Tangled, so I will be scanning those up, getting them ready to be labeled on Monday. And yeah, just doing all of the other computer things that I forgot about yesterday, / working on samples. So yeah, I'm gonna start winding that yarn. I left my timer upstairs, so I've used my phone as a timer, and my finger is still so swollen. I think I pushed my cuticle back too far. angry at me. Should I just cut my finger off? I'm gonna go wind down. Okay, as you can see by the emo hair, it's 8:30. It's 8:30. I plugged my phone in to download the videos from yesterday and was very impatient, so now it's taking 10 hours to do. Not literally, but mentally. I think we're almost done. Yeah, I dyed everything for the day. The work boundary of like ending at a decent time and also having like an end of the day signal to myself did not happen. I essentially came up, made dinner, let the dogs out. We had a nice little walk around the house, all three of us. Audrey's kind of having a moment, so I think I'm just gonna go to bed and maybe read a little bit. Jake's got bocce tonight, so he's out. I don't know if that's what's setting her off or what. So yeah, tomorrow's a new day. Good night. I know, Pumpkin, I know. Oh, that's a terrible shot. Sorry. And good morning. We are on our walk. The routine has started. We're bringing Audrey today. She's been in a mood, so just put her in the backpack. So we're probably not gonna do as long of a walk because I'm not used to an extra, I don't even know, 17 pounds, 18, 20 pounds now. She was 23 originally. So yeah. All right, we've never gone that way. We gotta go this way. Ow. But it's chestnut season. Last year we didn't get any. I don't have any gloves out. Oh, that's just buggies. But I've already gotten 3 chestnuts today. And you can tell that they're not the poisonous ones. Ooh, hold on. Because they have the square bottom. And this little like gnome hat. I don't remember what the other ones are called, but they're completely smooth and they have a round like button. Those are poisonous, don't eat those. These, not. My plan is to boil them and make a paste. I tried to roast them, they explode. Don't recommend. Yes! Don't recommend. Ow! So fun learning. There's 3 chestnuts in each one of these spiky bits, but 1 like matures. So usually, this is what they look like. They dry out and they open, and then the chestnut will be in there. So sometimes the chestnut just falls. Sometimes you have to open these. Okay, we're A, look at how good my basement looks. B, it's 3:30. I'm back in my pajamas. I'm very over today, so I just made myself a fancy little latte and I'm going to dye 1 round of the Wicked Seeds. Oh my god. I didn't schedule in the Wicked Seed minis for Indy. Okay, we're dyeing for Indy way later than I would like. Oh, whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna dye a round of Wicked Seeds for Indian Tangled, and there it is. I just spent the last like half hour working in my planner, and I feel really good now and a little bit more planned and like got some thoughts out. So there we go. I do want to work on more. I feel like I haven't fleshed out all my goals for like the whole change your life thing. So I kind of want to work on that tonight. Jake is streaming tonight, so I might do that while he's streaming his Pokemon cards on whatnot. I usually have it on in the background. So maybe that's what I'll do, is kind of like flesh it out, and also just kind of do like a brain dump what I want to get done by the end of the year thing, and kind of go from there. I'm feeling very, it doesn't help that, you know, like literally every day is an unprecedented event, and I just feel like everything's crumbling down around me. So America, great. I'm also just like watching birds hide in the gutter, and it's really cute. It's really cute. I refilled the bird feeder, so the birds are tray happy today. So yeah, I'm gonna go to SMR, and I can actually show you. Yeah. Look at it. I really just want to just start building the wall, but I need insulation, and I don't want to buy the insulation until we're ready to insulate everything. Ugh, I hate doing things in small steps. Good morning. It is 7:24. We are not doing the full ritual today because it's showgirl day. My hair is atrocious. Also, we have the trainer coming in at 10, so I have to get some things done before he gets here, like film, Patreon, and pretty much that's it. So we're gonna have to do some dog playtime here, which we do every day. Anyway, I have to draw on an album. Between this and Florence and the Machine, I'm gonna make it through. Okay, you kind of have to deal with odd lighting. So the trainers left. It was a really good session. We have homework with Odin and Iron. So yeah, being day off, I'm gonna sit and knit for a little bit while Jake showers, and then we're gonna go apple picking, and that's gonna be my artist date of the week, because your artist date is supposed to fill your well, and fall things fill my well. That don't take that out of context. So yeah, I'm gonna work on some secret knitting and go pick some apples. So I'll see you apple picking. We went apple picking. I took a nap, like way too long of a nap. But now, thank you. We're gonna make apple pie. Even though I didn't do most of my rituals today, we are still going to do some. Well, no, I didn't do them in the morning. We're still gonna do them, just at different times. So I'm gonna wash my hands again. I'm going to make an apple pie crust. And then we have to feed the dogs dinner. And then edit vlog, and then make apple pie, because we have so many apples. I picked these out for pretty apples, and then these are pie apples. had really grand plans of like showing you baking and stuff. I have no idea where my tripod is. Not a clue. I have my camera, one of my camera ones. I don't know where my other one is. It might be in the dye studio still. Good morning. It is Saturday. It is a dye day. But I can show you what I'm dyeing today because we are dyeing the India Untangled exclusive color, and we've got Iron down here with us. He wanted to come help me set up today, so he's chilling. Not a prisoner. This was his choice. So yeah, I can't show you a ton behind the camera because it's still a secret. We slept through our alarm today and didn't get up until like 7:45, so it was pretty much, we're doing the routine out of order, but also we have to make a slight adjustment. Thank you, bud. We have to go to the PET store and get some new TUGTOYS. Iron's not very good at spelling. So, I meant to do that yesterday, but I took a nap instead. So yeah, I'm gonna set up for the day and then run to the store and then come back and do a bunch of dyeing. And today's fit is 90s mom. So, probably 90s widow or 90s mom who's about to die. I'm about to make some kid a superhero. God damn it. Wanna go upstairs? Hi, it's 2 o'clock. Round one is done. So I'm going up to have some late lunch and play with the pups a little bit. The new toys. And yeah, feeling, I wrote down part of a to-do list for next week, trying to like organize my work to-do list a little bit more. Good morning, Audrey. Did you take a good nap? Yeah, but mostly on these kind of dye days, like the superwash dye days and the variegated dye days, it's pretty much just like knitting because you get like 5-10 minutes between each thing, so not enough time to like get into anything, but too much time to just sit there and like twiddle your thumbs. So I've been working on my love note and I'm hoping I can get the first sleeve done today. We'll see. I'm also washing yarn from the other day, so that is taking up a lot of time. But yeah, I'm gonna let these pups out and then eat some lunch, and then we're gonna do some playtime. Yeah, bud. Oh, do I want to make raviolis tonight, or should I make PJs? Hello, it is 7:30. work has been done. We've done dinner. We've played. I've had dinner. I've listened to Life of the Showgirl on vinyl. Is kind of my thought on it. To elaborate. Yeah, so I am going to set like a 20-minute timer. I've got a warm apple cider with a little bit of whiskey in it. I've got The Artist's Way. I have, they have like 3 or 4 prompts, like writing like 5 other lives to lead. What would you do in each of them? And then kind of just like a couple bullet points on each one. Or like, list 3 old champions of your creative self. This is your Hall of Champions, those who wish you and your creativity well. Be specific. So I'm gonna do a couple of those, just like set like a 20-minute timer. I can't find my fun rainbow timer. I don't know where it is. Oh, you know what? It's upstairs. It's up in the sewing room. I was using it in the sewing room. I'm not going upstairs to get it. Okay, so my timer's upstairs. I'm just gonna use my phone, set like a 20-minute timer, work on a couple of these, work through week 1, which is pretty much just like setting up your other 12 weeks. And yeah, then maybe put on a Studio Ghibli movie and knit for a little bit. Or maybe just read. Because I'm like halfway done with my book and I have to finish it. And yeah, I don't know when Jake's getting home. It's one of those work days where who knows. So we're pretty much on our own until bedtime. Don't pick at it. Oh, I hope that. He's probably going to pull in as soon as I said that though. And the dogs are going to start barking. It's going to get really loud. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on some background music and I will see you guys tomorrow for another dye day. Usually Sundays are my day off, so they would be like a reset day. It's indie prep. And I gotta dye yarn. I thought I was going to do a half day, but I have scheduled a full day. So yeah. And it's not tonal, so I can't even like do reset stuff between layers. So who knows? All right, I'm gonna procrastinate this. If I don't stop talking, I have to do this. Good morning. We got up with our alarm. We are now, the walks are mostly for me, and then Owen gets a little bit of energy out. She's my really quiet, child-free home. I do have a walking pad for the winter, so I kind of want to see if Odin will use that. I think that would be really fun for him. Iron will not. Hal will. We're just gonna have to deal with the lighting. I'm in a very small window of things I can't show you. So we've done our morning routine. We're down in the studio. The first round of yarn is in the pots with layer 1. So yeah, it feels good to like get back into the morning routine because I've been neglecting my planners and I think that's been affecting me more than I realize. So I actually got to like do my morning page and write down a to-do list and wrote down a to-do list for Jake because he does have off today, but I am working and doing variegated colors, so I will be down here for the next 12 hours, give or take. So yeah, usually Sunday's my reset day, like grocery list, meal ideas, just kind of like a general house tidy, like that kind of thing. I don't have like a full reset ritual yet, but just the general get my life back in order, more playing with the dogs, like that kind of thing. So not today, not pre-Indy, but you know, tis the season. Tis a busy season for us. So yeah, I will be down here working on some knitting and dyeing, and I do have to photograph some stuff for the advent, so I think I'm going to try and get that done today too. That way tomorrow morning I can really just focus on editing some photos, doing my computer work, that kind of thing. Just setting up. I've already made like a big to-do list for the week work-wise, so that feels good to get done. So yeah, I think I need to sit down and plot out when to do these goals instead of just making up the goals and being like, well, hope that happens. I think I need to really just schedule them in. So something maybe to work on today while I'm in the studio. We'll see. I also do some studio cleaning. I do vacuum in here. Whenever I wind a bunch of yarn, there's always a bunch of little yarn dust bunnies, so they gotta go. I have one single hair that's in the wrong spot. So yeah, I'm gonna wind some yarn and check in later. You can't see it yet, sorry. Good evening. Now that work is done and all the dog things are done, I am prepping some applesauce for the week to make with oatmeal and yogurt and cottage cheese and whatever else my little heart desires. And then I'm making, Audrey's in a mood, a blue cheese pasta sauce to go with the butternut squash raviolis we got at Costco the other day. And that's pretty much my plan for the rest of the... So I'm going to chop up these apples and get them started and then start on my pasta and sauce. I'm very excited. I love me some blue cheese. And I love butternut squash and blue cheese. So, I'm very excited for these. And it was a 2-pack, so we have 1 pack in the freezer, 1 pack in the fridge of these raviolis at Costco. I don't know what my hair is doing. It helps that it blends into the cabinets. So yeah, week 1 done. Thank you, Audrey. And I will talk to you in week 2. You say bye? Thank you.